If you want to learn why your YouTube automation channel isn't working, then you're going to want to watch this video. There are probably 5 reasons why some cash cow channels work over than others, and that's what I'm going to be going over. So the first reason why some cash cow channels work better than others is because their topics are more interesting. If you've watched my other videos, there's something I call the 3 T's, which I always talk about, and that's topic, title, and thumbnail. With topics, that's essentially the foundation for your YouTube video. So if you're coming with topics that have already been done like 5 or 6 times on YouTube, what's the difference? But if you come up with a unique and creative topic in which you're the only one to ever cover that topic, that is what I advise you to go for. There are a countless number of topic ideas that you can always go no matter what niche you're in. It just requires some careful thinking, some thought process, and some also basically research for your niche to see what has been done and what hasn't been done. Now, the second reason why some cash cow channels don't work versus others, it ties very closely to the first one, and that's because it's just a rehash of other content that's worked on YouTube. Now, I must admit, I have suggested to individuals that, yeah, simply just find other videos that have more views than the channel has subscribers and recreate that video. Yes, I've said that, and right now I'm kind of trying to twist that method even more, in which instead of trying to see what videos have worked on YouTube, simply just taking that keyword phrase and then trying an entirely new topic. And this is related to point number 1. So let's pretend that a video called 10 Things You Didn't Know About LeBron James works. My extraction from seeing that video work would just be make a video about LeBron James. I wouldn't actually make a video called 10 Things About LeBron James You Didn't Know, but more so, let's create a video related to LeBron James that hasn't been done before. What could we possibly create? Maybe a video called This is LeBron James Workout Routine, or maybe a video called This is the Dark History Behind LeBron James During High School. So those topics are what I'm talking about when it comes to being more creative, when it actually comes to creating topics for your YouTube channel. Now, the third reason why some channels work better than others is because some channels are able to come up with their content much quicker. Case examples of this is when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, people came out with videos almost within 10 hours of that event happening, and they instantly got views. This is something that I was able to do as well, in which I asked my team, hey, can you create a video ASAP? And I was able to do it, and instantly I was able to get a video related to the event and actually appear in the YouTube algorithm for it. Another example is when the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard dispute was happening. People were pumping out videos very quickly with that, and they made a lot of money. But being able to create videos, I do recommend that you have something called like a fast track team, in which it's a select group of individuals that are able to pump out content. And with that, you essentially have a video already in the algorithm, and because that topic is trending, you're more likely to have that video in the algorithm. Now, the fourth reason why some YouTube channels work better than others is because some people worry too much about SEO when they should be optimizing for viewer experience. So with viewer experience, I want to let you know that YouTube, or basically remind you that YouTube, it's run by humans. People are always talking about search engine optimization. They're always talking about the algorithm, and I'm guilty of that. I mentioned the algorithm a lot. But we have to understand that the algorithm is used by me and you. It's used by humans. So with that, I don't really worry all too much about keywords. I simply just create content, create titles, create thumbnails that I think will work best for human experience. Don't forget that, just because a lot of people I come across, they're always asking, oh, how do you optimize your videos? What's the best way to use keywords? When they kind of forget that when they're creating their titles, it sounds almost robotic just because they're trying to keyword stuff as many keywords within the description and title, and it just doesn't read well. Optimize for human experience in a sense that YouTube is used by me and you, and when we read titles, we're not necessarily looking for keywords. We're looking for what appeals to us the most. What about the title appeals to us? What about the thumbnail appeals to us? And that's what you should be focusing on. Now, the fifth reason why some YouTube automation channels work better than others is because of the niche selection. I haven't read this book yet, but I've heard a lot of people talk about this thing called like blue ocean strategy or concept. And I think I kind of understand it in a sense that the blue ocean is where you're the only one in that blue ocean. There's no competition, versus a red ocean in which there's a lot of competition. So red ocean being like niches like celebrities, sports, TV shows, movies, tech, luxury. Those are very, very saturated niches to go into when it comes to YouTube automation, versus going into specifics. So what do you mean by specifics or sub niches? Is that's like the blue ocean strategy concept, in which I advise you to always niche down when it comes to choosing your niche. The niche of your channel is essentially the foundation of your channel, right? So people telling me, okay, go into sports, tech, TV shows, movies, celebrities, that's fine when starting, but I highly recommend to niche down eventually in the future. Case point in my example, I have a channel in the TV show slash movies. Essentially, I started creating videos on a bunch of TV shows and a bunch of movies. What happened was that a particular TV show start ended up working for me. And if anyone is in YSS or the YouTube Success System, you'll know which TV show I'm talking about just because I dialed very hard on that TV show to the point where it made me about 10 grand this month. Niching down in particular, so let's say you have a sports channel, niche down to a particular sport. If you have a celebrity channel, maybe you should talk only about a handful of celebrities. If you're talking about TV shows, again, my example, niche down to a particular TV show where there's a die-hard fan base or audience. That's what I did, and I documented or basically informed my YouTube Success community about. If you're interested in that community, you can see down below in the link in the description how to join. The preparation for it was that I had a TV show channel, a particular TV show worked, that TV show had a really, really passionate audience, and so all I did was create videos related to that TV show. Now, with that being said, I'd rather dominate a very, very sub-niche than be completely obliterated in a niche like celebrity sports and TV shows. Dominating a sub-niche, I think it's extremely, extremely lucrative to be the only one, let's say, that has a YouTube channel in Star Wars, that has a YouTube channel, let's say, only in Star Trek. With that, I think that's a thing that people need to do, is that they need to niche down more, and that's something that'll separate themselves from other YouTube channels also doing YouTube automation or cash cow channels. Once you've got videos in the algorithm, there are a few things that you can do to kind of double down and make sure that your channel gets maximized in terms of views. Make sure to watch this video next in order to see how to do that.